Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Chef Plays Part 2 of our Dragon Ball series. We might do a Part 3, I don't know yet. I haven't found anything that I want to do it on. I haven't decided, so let's do the Saiyan Transformations. I'm not entirely sure what all of these are, especially because this one is black and white. But yeah. Ultra Ego. Ultra Ego is an A. It's super dope. A. It's really dope. And the argument I have that makes it not S could also contribute to others for why it would be an S. I understand it's the anger and evil within Vegeta that makes this such a strong, potent embodiment of him to the same degree of Goku's purity for Ultra Instinct. But it feels like in having him bring all that evil back out, it's erased all the working towards and kind of being good that we've seen it in him over the years. And it almost feels like taking a step back to take that step forward, if that makes sense. I don't think it's bad. I think it looks dope and like it's super suiting for him, but I don't know. Black and white Goku? A, because I don't know what it is, and I'm not going to get flamed for putting it super low. Beast Form Gohan, that's an S. It's awesome. It looks super cool. It's nice to see Gohan get that love again, you know, because he was just kind of like, it feels like he's been set aside for a while. But to see him get that push forward, and the way his hair is reminds me so much of how he used to look with like the Super Saiyan 2 hair when he was 14. It looks so cool. And Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan is one of my favorite character transformations of all time. So that's super nice. Super Brawly, or Legendary Brawly Dragon Ball Super, I think is what that is. We'll give it an A. It's cool. It's nice to see them bring it back. I haven't seen that one yet, so I don't understand. I don't know why Brawly is different than he was before. So I can't have too much of an opinion on him, but I do love to play as him in the games. He doesn't feel as much of a brick house as he used to, like in terms of like just general mass, but he's still pretty intimidating. I wouldn't fight him. I'd fight anybody else on this list but him. That doesn't mean I'll win, but I would fight him. Wouldn't fight him. He'd like, it'd be like the scene where like the dudes, or they come across Goku and they're like, "Hey, my truck got stuck in a ditch, can you help me?" And he's like, "Yeah, I sure can. I'm insane from Earth." And he like puts their truck on, and then they start shooting him, and he like flicks the one guy in the head, and he like flies like 3 miles. He would look at me and that would happen. So Super Vegeta. Super Vegeta's an A. Actually, you know what? We'll give him an A. It's really nice. I do like it. I like the bulk. Like, when the main characters get bulky like that, it's so cool. Yeah. You don't really see a lot in the games anymore when he uses it that he's as bulky as he was in, like, Budokai 1. But yeah. Super Trunks S. I get amped whenever games have Super Trunks in them. Like Budokai 1. Or like Sagas. That's a transformation we don't really get for him too often, but when we do, it's such a gift. I love Super Trunks. He's such a tank. Trunks in general is one of my favorites. Golden Ape. Golden Ape is a B. It's really cool. I don't know. I don't think it's bad. I do really like GT. A lot of people hate GT. They hate on it. But GT gave us a lot that people don't. They're aware of it, but like everybody just likes to jump on the. I feel like it's more of a train at this point of people being like, "Oh, they say GT sucks, so it probably sucks." I think if you give it a chance, it's not terrible. I know why people dislike it, and I'm not like discrediting that. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But I do like GT. Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 4 looks so dope. And like the voice that comes with it too, whenever they're like Super Saiyan 4. You have someone like Goku who like each Saiyan level his voice gets progressively like growlier. Like, his non-state, if his non-state was like this, his Super Saiyan 4 voice would be down here, and he'd be like, I hope you understand just how dead you are before I move. Like, it's awesome. And I like that he's out of it to the point where he doesn't care what damage he causes, but he's there enough to admit that that's going to happen. So it's a very intimidating threat. Like, I'm going to kill you, but I'm not going to be able to stop myself. Like, he knows it's going to happen, but it's just dope. Super Saiyan God. It's weird. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I've always had this feeling about it since it happened, which goes away with Super Saiyan Blue, but for some reason, in both him and Vegeta, it makes them look more anime, like something they do with their eyes. It's something to do with the eyes. It looks, and that's not a problem, like, it is an anime, so, rightfully so, but, like, I don't know, it's weird. It looks it stands out a lot. Super Saiyan Blue. Super Saiyan Blue is a B. It's cool. I do like it. I like the color of it, but it started to feel like they were running out of ideas a little bit. Like, it's called Super Saiyan Blue. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. That one I actually think is an S tier, which is weird because I put Blue so, well, not so low, but like that low. But like, it's an overwhelming power, for him to combine those two things, knowing how dangerous Kaioken is on its own, but to push it to such an extent is awesome. Super Saiyan Rose. I actually really like the look of it. I think it's really cool. I know I complained about the colors thing before, but it was really cool to see it do that. I don't know how to explain it, but I also just really like that color. So Future Trunks, we'll give him a B. Or Future Super Saiyan. It feels relative. I don't know. Like, they wanted to just give it a name, is what it feels like, but it's not bad. Ultra Instinct. Ultra Instinct is an A. I think it's cool. I think it's ridiculously overpowered, and I feel like because the explanation, I can't remember if it's like he can predict it, or he knows it's going to happen, or he sees it happen 10 seconds before, or something like that. But it feels like they're finally trying to find that roof of power to where, like, when they come across the next big bad, there's not going to be a new transformation. It feels like we're finally hitting that. Like, eventually Dragon Ball has to end, right? And I think the fear with something like that is that it's coming. Or it's not, or they'll just keep pumping stuff out because it makes them so much money. Ultra Instinct Mastered. I don't really know the difference, so we're gonna give it a B. You can feel the confidence in it, but I don't really know the difference. Super Saiyan Blue Evolved. I really actually like that one. I don't know why it makes him yellow, but there's something about it. It's the taking a Saiyan form and instead of like surpassing it to go to the next one and just improving upon it is really cool to me. I think that's just DBS Brawly, like standard. It might be Super Saiyan Rage. That might be that. That's what it might be. B. It's alright. Ape. C. I don't think it's a bad idea, but it feels like it's something we haven't seen in a while. And something that at first felt like such a big deal. Like, there was Great Ape Nappa and Great Ape, Vegeta. How did I forget his name? But it felt like they were very prevalent, and like the tails were there, and like it was a big deal. And Gohan and Goku and all that. Is this false Super Saiyan? C? Maybe? I don't know. Super Saiyan 1. You have to put it at S. Because it was the catalyst of all of this to begin with. And it just... that look of like, I'm going to take you down. I remember the first time I saw Super Saiyan, watched it on the anime, I was like, this is huge. This is a big moment. And although it's super cool whenever we get a new transformation, that one felt, there was more oomph to it than the rest of them. And we wouldn't have the rest of them without it. So, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. We already talked about this. That's an S. It looks so cool. And like, I don't know, it's super awesome. Like, just him as a character when he does that. And like, because it's Gohan who doesn't like to fight in the first place, to reach such a level like that at such a young age is really, it's important, you know. And I've always loved it. And he's ridiculously fast in every game. Kaioken, I think. Kaioken is strong, and it's cool in the sense of you have to put yourself at risk to use it because it's so taxing on the body. But when it's used, it's made a big point that it's used because of that. Legendary Super Saiyan Brawly, classic. You gotta go classic. The scariest thing, and in the some of the older games, if you were using anybody except for what's her name? Oh man, I can't. Arale, something like that. Like you'd hit him and he wouldn't even flinch. Same with Super Trunks. Like he would just sit there, and it was, I don't know. It's and like if you play like Budokai 3. And you have one person play as like Krillin and the other person play as him, the height difference is the scariest thing. Super Saiyan 3. Super Saiyan 3 is okay. I think it's awesome, but for as big of a deal as they made it seem, they never utilize it really anymore. I mean, obviously they have transformations past it, so they don't need to. But I remember them making it into such a big deal at the time that, like, I don't know, it felt like it got overshadowed. It felt like it got overshadowed super fast. Like, as soon as we had it, it was gone. You know what I mean? Potential Unleashed. I think that's an S. I really like, apparently I really like Gohan. I always have. He's one of my favorites. But, yeah. I don't know. Again, it was another one of those moments where it was really nice to see Gohan come back and be like, I'm the one that's going to defeat you. Just for him to get bodied in less than 2 fights. Or less than a fight, really. Yeah, he didn't even make it a full fight before he just got absorbed, so. But it was cool. It was nice while it lasted, right? And I don't know what this is, so we'll give it a B. I can't really tell what's happening there. I don't know. There's a couple of these where I couldn't really tell, like that one, this one, and this one. Wasn't entirely sure, and kind of this one, but I'm almost certain that's false Super Saiyan. Almost, not 100%, but yeah. So that was part 2 to this series. I hope you enjoyed. If you're watching early on, have a good rest of your day. If you're watching, I hope you're having a good day. And let me know your comments below, or let me know your opinions in the comments below. How about you do that one instead? YouTube will tell me if you comment. You don't have to let me know that you commented. But anyway, yeah, let me know your opinions and thoughts. If you agreed on stuff, if you disagreed on certain stuff. There might be a part 3. I might do a 3rd tier list. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, until the next one, see ya.